Imagine standing in a place where the only sound is the wind, and endless sand stretches to the horizon in every direction. Beneath your feet, buried under those very dunes, lies a fortune worth billions of dollars in gold, silver, and priceless antiquities. For centuries, fortune hunters and explorers have chased this exact legend. Some have vanished without a trace, while others swore they were mere meters away from striking it rich, yet the hoard remains unclaimed. This leaves us with a monumental puzzle. How does a physical mountain of wealth, tons of heavy, tangible metal and stone, completely cease to exist in reality? To understand how a sprawling fortune turns into an unprovable myth, we have to look back at the terrifying panic that drove it into the ground in the first place. Long before digital bank accounts, an empire's wealth was strictly physical. Rulers commanded staggering amounts of gold and jewels, but that enormous weight made it highly vulnerable to invading armies. When war loomed and defeat seemed certain, these kings faced a desperate binary choice. They could either surrender their lifeblood to the invaders or hide it in the deadliest environment on Earth. They chose the desert. Under the cover of darkness and raging sandstorms, secretive camel caravans carried heavy chests deep into the wasteland, hoping to retrieve them once the danger passed. To ensure they could navigate back to a featureless drop site, they left behind navigation tools, carving intricate markers into the isolated desert rock. But the plan had a fatal flaw. The rulers never returned. The original architects were either killed or exiled, leaving the hoard perfectly secured against human enemies, but abandoned to the environment. In their successful attempt to protect their wealth from human greed, the ancient kings accidentally surrendered it to an unconquerable environmental trap. The desert functions as an active, aggressive geological force of destruction. It is a landscape in constant, violent motion. Violent weather patterns and towering sandstorms constantly rewrite the terrain. A clear, recognizable landmark visible Tuesday can completely disappear beneath shifting dunes by Friday. We call this process geographic erasure. As this animation shows, the shifting topography physically destroyed the map required to find the hoard, burying the stone markers layer by layer. Explorers have spent lifetimes following faded, vintage maps like this one of the Sahara, attempting to outsmart the environment. They often sacrifice their careers and health chasing a payday that never arrives. And just when the search seems impossible, the sand reveals tangible remnants of the past. Discoveries of ancient copper coins or ruined campsites keep the legend alive, fueling the conviction that the next dune holds the prize. You might assume modern technology would crack the case. But even equipped with satellites, drones, and ground-penetrating radar, searchers still fail against the extreme temperatures and the ever-changing, massive scale of the dunes. Every recovered artifact or blurry radar scan acts like a mirage. It offers a fleeting promise of progress, only to lure these hunters deeper into an unsolvable geographical maze. At a certain point, we have to ask if the treasure is even real anymore, or if it has become a ghost story inflated by generations of myth-making. Historians point to the physical ground. The logic of wartime concealment is well documented, and active archaeological excavations show that these ancient kingdoms left massive, undeniable footprints beneath the sand. Because of these centuries of failed expeditions and sacrificed lives, the value of the hoard has shifted. It is no longer measured in market prices, but by the relentless human drive to conquer an unconquered frontier. The reality is, humanity actively wants this mystery to endure. As the modern world gets mapped and tracked down to the square inch, a lost fortune proves that the Earth still holds impossible secrets. A moment of wonder. This vast fortune acts as a permanent catalyst, ensuring the raw thrill of discovery remains alive for the next generation of explorers. If you had unlimited resources and one chance to search any desert on Earth, where would you drop your team? Let me know in the comments below, and subscribe for more incredible